Hey folks, Crazy Climber 8 here again, and this time we're going to look at game number 12 in our 20 from 1981 series, and this game was another classic by Konami. This was also licensed to Stern in the US late in 1981, I'm guessing, but this is called Amidar. This might have been released or licensed to Stern in 1982, but as far as I know it was released by Konami in 1981, probably in Japan. You have a four-way joystick and you have a jump button, but you yourself do not jump. You make the enemies jump. This is an interesting little game. But the game comes in basically two parts. The first part is you control this gorilla along this grid, and you can make a move around all the lines in the grid. And once you surround a box, well, there are boxes that make up the grid. Once you surround a box, you will fill it in, and you need to fill in all the boxes. So you surround all the blocks one by one. This is the second part of each maze, and in that part you are a paint roller. What a bizarre game, but boy is it fun, and it has great music and sound effects. This was the first surround the boxes type of game that had a number of games that were similar, like Pepper 2. But see, you can press the jump button and make the enemies jump, and you can do it a maximum of 3 times per stage. But that stage that we just saw is the second stage, and you are pursued by killer pigs. What a weird game. But yeah, notice that it says 1982, but I think that's when it was licensed to Stern in the US. But this was originally created by Konami in 1981. But this was a lot of fun. I remember seeing this in arcades. This is the first stage where you are gorilla, and you can eat coconuts. And you do not have to eat all the coconuts to surround a box. I mean, you eventually do for all of them, but you can break away if the enemies are getting too close. And again, you can press the jump button to make the enemies jump. But once you surround the 4 corner boxes, then you can turn the tables on the enemies and go collect them for points. It starts at 200, then 400, then 800, and then 1600 for the maximum. You don't have to get all the enemies. You have like 10 seconds to do so. We'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. This has great music. But note that the enemies have a distinct pattern. They look to take all the turns that they can. And you'll need to pay attention to which direction they're going. They will keep taking the turns that they can going up, and then once they reach the top, then they take all the turns going down that they reach. And note that there is one different colored guy. Yeah, I pressed the jump there. He patrols just the outside walls of the maze. But if he makes a certain amount of laps, then he will change his pattern and he will start to follow you. And the amount of laps that he needs to take before he starts doing that diminishes as you get further in the game. And there I'm turning them all red so I can catch them. I'm not going to catch that one at the top. Note that he flashes just before he's going to turn back. The game's collision detection does not work in your favor. An enemy just brushes you, you are toast. So be ready with that jump button, and remember you only have 3 per stage. And after you complete a stage, you get a little bonus game. And this is where you really need to train your eyes. Remember that the enemies like to take every turn possible, and you need to determine where to place them so that you can get that bonus fruit for 5,000. And start with where the fruit is and make your eyes move backwards from there, and you'll know where to stop where to press the button to make the pig stop and go down that path. And this is the second stage, where you are a paint roller and pigs are the enemies trying to catch you. Very weird, but oh so fun. The music is still pretty good. And note that there's a white pig, and he also patrols the outside like the natives in the or the cannibals or whatever they were in the first scenario. And you can surround the four corners just like the first stage to turn the tables on the enemies. But notice that you cannot travel very far with your paint roller from an area that you've already painted, and then you lose your paint and you have to go back and touch the boxes that you've already filled, or the line that you've already drawn. Well, I really enjoyed this. I'm trying to remember where I first saw it. I think I first saw it at a pizza place called Sunshine Pizza Exchange. Now the white pig has changed his course. He's trying to follow me, and there I used a jump. Now, you don't have to be perfect sometimes in the way that you draw your lines. And there, I'm going to catch some pigs. Points. I didn't do that great there. You can kind of miss some of the boxes when you try to fill them in, and it'll still count. It's some of the lower boxes. You'll have to see it for yourself, maybe, but the game lets you fill them in even if it seems like you didn't fill them in. And now we go for the bananas again. I have gotten much better at catching the bananas just about every time on this game. You just have to move your eyes real quick. And did I get him this time too? No, damn it, I screwed up. But that's what, you don't get the bonus is all. Just try to lead that pig to the bananas for 5,000 points, that's all. It's kind of an interesting little skill section there. This had a fairly dull Atari 2600 port. I remember I played it, and it didn't have any of the music. The sound effects were rather blah. But I still played it. I was very loyal to the Atari 2600. I stuck with it for many years. Still a great system. From what I've read, the all-time best-selling console ever was the PlayStation 2. And I have a PlayStation 2. I definitely enjoy it. Most people liked it because of its reverse compatibility with the PlayStation 1. Understandable. And now that headhunter or cannibal or whatever he is changing his course. Oh, that was dumb. Yeah, if you're gonna make them jump, you better go under while they're in the air. I mean, real quick. Because if they land back on you, you're dead. And again, the collision detection is not in your favor. Just barely brush you and you are toast. Yeah, you have to train your eyeballs backwards from the fruit, and real quick determine all the turns that the pig can make. Yeah, I've gotten fairly good at it lately. I just screwed up once. You get an extra life at 30,000 points, and I think every 70,000 after that. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. Oh, damn it! Yeah, you need to be ready with that jump button well in advance. If you try to do it at the last nanosecond, it is not gonna work. yeah, if here you can, where there's that 200 bucks near the bottom, you can often paint like the left side of it or the right side of it, and then the top, and then it'll automatically fill in. You won't have to go down that little bit. It's hard to explain, but some of those boxes, it doesn't look like you'll quite fill it in, but you will anyway. Yeah, these are easy to fill in here. Yeah, just little things to kind of remember to help you out a little bit with gameplay. And now we've got the white pig trying to follow me, breaking off from his usual perimeter duty. Yeah, definitely be ready with that jump button, because, like I said, the collision detection does not work in your favor. Just brush with the pig and you are dead. I don't know how a pig will kill a paint roller, or why they want it dead. Such a bizarre concept for this game. But he will just follow the path that you take. Whoops. Yeah, you don't get, like, extra jumps. You just get your jumps replenished at 3 after you complete a stage. No extra jumps will carry over or anything. I love all the sound effects. Sometimes it's prudent not to chase the pigs if you really want to finish a stage. But yeah, I think I first saw this at Sunshine Pizza Exchange. It was an old pizza place that's long gone. I can't even remember how good their pizza was. I remember seeing this in Phoenix, and I think I saw an old black and white game called Superbug. Did I get it this time? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, you just gotta train your eyes. Remember, the pig takes every turn. Yeah, the maze slightly changes. Ooh, that was nice. I got 3 guys to jump and I went under them. I think you should get bonus points for the extra enemies that you got to move underneath after you made them jump. That wasn't good. I used 2 of my jumps already. But yeah, if you're in a pinch, might as well use those jumps. Because again, you do not get favorable collision detection. Can I get all these guys this time? I don't think so. Maybe. Hoo-ah, I got him. Yeah, you can get some nice points for getting all those natives, headhunters, whatever they are. The game doesn't really specify, does it? I think they just call the enemies Amidars, and then the outside enemy patrolling the edges is called like the Tracer or something. What a weird concept for a game, but it's one of Konami's... Yeah, I was out of jumps. It's one of Konami's better games. Not quite like Frogger or Scramble, maybe, but it's still pretty good. Well, that was Amidar by Konami in 1981, licensed to Stern, I think generally in 1982 in US arcades. This is Crazy Clown Radio saying thanks for watching Amidar by Konami in 1981. Game number 12 in our 20 from 1981 series, and pretty soon I'll be back with game number 11. And with game number 10, we'll see the second half of my 1981 intro. Hope to see you then, folks. Y'all stay cool and enjoy the rest of your summer. Bye-bye, folks.